Hey guys, we're gonna make another GIF today. So this one pretty cool. We're just gonna do our name. I'm gonna show you how to do that step by step. We're gonna use Pixlr and GIF Maker, and it should not take too long. So let's get started. We're gonna type in Pixlr, Pixlr space editor editor, editor Pixlr editor. And that should bring up here, and when you come here you're going to click on Pixlr E. Although if you know a better way, a faster way to get there, you already know how to do it. It's okay, don't worry. I just like to re-explain everything every single time. When we come to this, we're going to click on Create New, and we're going to make our GIF a square. So we're going to type in, we're going to call this one our name GIF, NAME space GIF, and then type in your name. Oh no, there we go. And we're going to change our width. We're going to make it a square, so that means it's going to be 1000 by 1000, 1000 by 1000. And oops, that's kind of hard to see. I'm getting too much light in the room right now. Okay, there we go. Fix the camera, make sure you can see. I know it's super tiny, some of it. Okay, and we're gonna leave our background off, and we're gonna click create. Okay, so this one is gonna be easier than our Earth Day one. I should have probably started with it, but it's okay. We're gonna learn how to make GIFs one way or the other. We're gonna be doing something like this, where each letter of your name pops up and there's just a consistent background. If you watch really carefully, you can tell that there's the background color that I made, that's just a gradient. And then there's kind of a little break in between each letter. So that means that we're going to be making a a background layer plus all of these letter layers. And each one will be its own JPEG that we'll upload into GIF Maker. So let's get started. To do this, you're going to start with a we're going to start with a gradient background layer. You can just pick whatever one you want. You can make one yourself if you remember how to click and add colors. That part doesn't matter to me as much. You can be creative with this. I don't mind at all what you come up with. I'm just going to use a preset one. I'll find one that looks pretty. That's cool. I like that one. Your choice though. You don't have to do what I do on that background. And I got it on linear or radial, either one. Doesn't really matter for this. This is just a background. So I've got my radial background on here now. It's a gradient, nice, pretty. Maybe change it a little bit to be all up to you. However you want to do it. So that's gonna be my background layer. That's it. From there, I'm gonna make a new layer, but I don't actually have to click the plus button. Could if I click plus and I click text, that's going to do the same thing as if I just come over here to the text button. So let's learn the text tool today. Text comes in as a separate kind of layer than the drawing layers. The drawing layers are called vector layers, where we can like draw pictures, cut pictures, erase things. The text layers come in as typable text instead of just pictures. So there's a way to turn them into things that you can erase and draw and color on, but what we're going to do today is not any of that. We're just going to start by clicking on the text button, and then click. You get your little like the cursor thing here that looks like a capital I, and I'm just going to click in my picture, and it's going to ask, do I want to add a new text layer? And yes, I do. So I click add. Now, it comes up with some words, lorem ipsum, your text here. That's just to fill up the space to show you where text is going to be. What you're going to do is you're going to click the backspace button to delete that, and then you're going to type the first letter of your name. I'm going to go with my first name here. So I'm going to start with, first name is Nolan, so I'm going to start with N. Now I want you to do your own letter, okay? So you're going to have to do this with your own letters. So I type in the letter N, and then I highlight it. Why? Because I want to play with the font and everything. If I were to not do this, it would just look like that. And that's boring. That's not what I want. I want to actually play with it. So I'm going to type the letter, highlight it. I'm going to make the size as big as I can. If you made your background 1000 by 1000, the biggest size text should fill up your whole space. Now, I want to change the color. To change the color, I click on the fill button right here. And I can pick a color that goes with this background. And I think I'll go with a darker color. Violet's kind of in the right field. I kind of like that violet there. So I'll keep that violet the right hue for this. But I'll make the value darker. Now, that's all fine and dandy. But what if I want to actually change the type of font? Font is the way the letter looks. That is over here. Over here in your font bar, you can click there. You can see all different kinds of words. Each one of these words gives you a different type of text. Some of them are weird. Some of them are normal. I'll show you one basic thing about texts. Fonts like this one, called Georgia, and Courier, they have these little things, and I'll point them out. These little ends on the tips. Those little ends are called serifs. Some texts, some fonts have serifs, like those two. Some, like Verdana, do not have serifs. They're called sans serifs. Arial is also a sans serif. That sans means without. So some have those, some don't. And then some look more handwritten. All of them are different designs. But there's so many different kinds. You can just scroll through. You can find some cursive type ones. You can find, where is it, like that one? You can find some other more textured type. Each one of these are designed by an artist. They come up with them and they set each letter as a different little file that happens whenever you press the little letter keys on your keyboard. So a little bit of design goes into all these, and you can just pick whichever one you want. You want to find one that kind of fills up your space. I'm gonna go with, oops, I think I just accidentally clicked one. Okay, I want to keep looking at like this one. No, I don't like that one. Cervantes, that's cool. Okay, you pick whichever kind you want, and you're going to move it into the middle of your picture. And what you're going to do is a simple process. You're going to click Control S and save. So each one gets a number. This one is number 1. I click Download, and now I've got the first picture of my GIF. Then I'm going to change that to an O for my name. You guys spell your own name, so click the next letter, and it should still be there in the middle. Good. And I click Control S, and I save this as number 2.
And then I click X, and I change it again. Next letter, L. And I'm doing all capital letters, so I'm holding down Shift when I do it. Oops, I don't need to press Enter, I just need to click out of it. And then I click Control S, or I can go to File, Save Image, Save. This would be number 3. Okay. And click out. And then I'm going to keep going. Next would be A for my name. Of course, you do your own name. And then I click Control S. That would be my 4th letter, so I give it number 4 at the end of the name. You have to do the saving part correct, or it won't work. And then I'll click on the letter again, change it to an N again, so this is going to be number 5. Control S, number 5. And that's not the last one. I'm going to save one more that doesn't have a letter on it, because I need a spacer. So I'm going to just delete this layer by clicking on the 3 dots and click the trash can. And I'm going to save one without anything on it at all, just the background. It's going to be number 6. Download.
So that little background layer is going to be special in a second. We're going to click Close. And now we have all of our pictures. They're all JPEGs. They're all there. We're going to go to gifmaker.me. To find that, you type in GIFMAKER period ME. Enter. Okay, so when you get to this website, you're going to click Upload Images, and you're going to have to find them in your downloads. So go to your downloads file, downloads, and here we go. Now I see when I want to select the right images, I need to find them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. To select all the ones I want at the same time, I click on one of them at the bottom, and then I can hold down Shift and click on the one at the top of the list that I want, because I don't want the other ones. So I just want these ones, so I'm going to click all those and then click Open. And I should have all of them popped up right here, and they're out of order. That's okay. I'm going to just put them into order. I think for my name all I have to do is switch a few letters around, and I've got it right there. But what I want you guys to also do is we're going to upload this for each letter. So if I have 5 letters in my name, I upload it 5 times. If you have 6 letters in your name, upload it 6 times. What I mean is this. So I got to find which one that one was. And that one was, for me, number 6. So I'm going to click on Upload Images again. And that was this one, number 6. Open it. So now I have it twice. And I'm going to put it behind the letter. So I have a letter, then this space. And then I'm going to put this one behind the O. So it's in space. If you can watch the little preview, you can tell. Okay, in space, O space, L-A-N. Now I need to put 3 more in there. So I'm going to click Upload, find it again, that number 6 one. Now I have it again, so I can put it right here. So it's in space, O space, L space, A. So I need it 2 more times. So I'm going to come back up here to the top, upload the image again. Click there, and I'll just go ahead and upload it one more time. There we go. So I've got it 2 more times down here now. And I put that one right there, and it should be perfect. In space, O space, L space, A space, in space. So that way, when I speed this up, you speed it up by moving this down closer to 0. That's way too fast. 50 is still pretty fast. I'll put this one in about 150 or 200. I don't know. Your choice. I'm going to make my size smaller too. Alrighty. So now I've got my whole name flashing up there. Got a little name GIF. I'm going to come down here to create GIF animation. It's right below. You don't have to do repeat, nothing there, don't worry about that, and don't try to do, or wait, you can try to do the music URL. I haven't been able to get it to work. It says to use YouTube only. I've looked at it. If you guys can figure it out, sometimes y'all are smarter than me. So I'm going to click on Create GIF Animation, and I wait, and it's going to pop up down here. It takes a second. There it goes. And then I can download the GIF. And from there, what I can do is I can actually go to, I can click on things like right here. You see where I've got my picture right there? I've got that, but I'm going to change it. Oh, it won't let me change right now. Okay, but you guys, if y'all want to, y'all can change your actual icon for yourself while you're using Google, your old Gmail, your school email account, everything. You can change your icon to actually be this new GIF. But I want you guys to find that file name. So if you've already made one GIF, this one is going to have a different name. So it just changes the number depending on how many GIF makers you have on your computer there. Never gives you like an original name. It always just comes up with this pre-populated one. And I want to see you guys turn in your GIFs. Looks cool. All right. Later.